Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Swami Jyotirmayananda Society, a journey to self-realization. Please subscribe our channel for the mystical meanings and to enjoy daily satsang. We are currently exploring the book Yoga Essays for Self-Improvement, authored by Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. So today we are on the last chapter of this amazing book that we have been covering for a while now. Today's chapter is Wake Up from the Dream of the World Process. All religious scriptures of the world agree that the world of day-to-day realities is not a place of permanent habitation for the soul, and whether we agree or not, we know one day we all die, and therefore this journey on this planet Earth ends. Rather, it is a transient phase in the journey of the soul towards its final divine destination. And for this reason, we have so many religions, so many faiths, etc. This goal is described differently by different religions. However, with a penetrating insight, it can be easily comprehended that in the final stage of attainment, the soul must commune with God, which is the essential purpose. It must blend with the eternity of the divine self. Vedantic scriptures proclaim that the soul regains its identity as the divine self by rising above the illusion of the world process. Yoga Vasishtha, a classical scripture of Vedantic philosophy, describes the world as a process of dream. While this world seems to be perfectly real to an individual mind, it is like a drifting thought process for the cosmic mind. An individual sees the rising and falling of his dreams without allowing himself to be affected by them. In the same way, the world process and its partial or total dissolution is seen by the cosmic mind as a dream, not a reality. So, just like you dream and wake up, at the cosmic level, this world becomes like a dream process, and then there is dissolution, which implies deep sleep and then waking up, new creation again. So, dreams arise and vanish in the individual mind. So, too, worlds arise and vanish in the cosmic mind. When an individual ascends the ladder of yoga, he develops the ability to attune his mind to the cosmic mind by the practice of concentration, meditation, and profound samadhi. As his vision soars in the expansion of the cosmic mind, having risen from the prison bars of mental complexes and egoistic awareness, he begins to discover that his world is nothing but a dream. If you analyze your wakefulness, you will realize that though you consider yourself awake, you are not truly awake to the deep reality of things in this world. You consider yourself awake because you are aware of your body, the functions of the senses, the desires of the mind, deliberations of the intellect, and the deeper feelings arising from the unconscious. You deem yourself awake because you are aware of your friends and relatives and your varying attitudes towards them and the objects of the world. But if you begin to exercise the light of your reason, you will discover that you are confined to a world of your own concepts. You do not even possess your own body, much less can you possess anything else from this mysterious world. All your relationships are transient concepts in your mind. As an embodied spirit, you have passed through numerous incarnations, having numerous parents, friends, and foes, relatives, and possessions. It's an ongoing cycle. The idea then that this is mine, these are my relatives, this is what I am, is founded on illusion. Furthermore, you will understand that when you allow irrational thoughts to persist in your mind, you convert an illusion into a reality. Suppose you entertain the fleeting thought, how happy I would be if I were to live by the ocean. I would enjoy the expansion of nature. If you entertain this thought day by day, you will find that a fleeting thought will turn into an intense desire. You will not be able to live without an ocean view. In the same way, by a process of repeated thought, you have woven the entire fabric of your waking realities. When you begin to exercise your reason and repeatedly negate the illusion created by the limited mind, you will discover that the world is like a dream. So, from a figurative point of view, this waking world is an intensification of your dream world. When you reduce your impressions of the objects of the world by the practice of meditation and Vedantic inquiry, you realize that your waking world is a drifting process of dream. But when you intensify your impressions of illusions, you continue to convert your dreams into a waking reality. This is one meaning behind the statement that the world is a process of dream within a dream, which the scripture Yoga Vasishtha talks in great detail. The individual soul continues to wander in the darkness of night. It continues to grope from one dream to another. Veiled by ignorance, it is unable to understand that it is basically the divine self or Atma. Therefore, the scriptures sound their awakening call, as it were, with the beat of 1,000 drums. Wake up, arise, take recourse to the guidance of the sages, and discover your essential nature. You are not this limited personality. You are not confined to a life that terminates in death. You are not a person dependent upon a few fleeting desires. You are the transcendental self, which is the sustainer of the dream of the world process itself. You are independent of all objects of the world. You are the author of all that you experience and all that you encounter. You are the eternal self for whom death itself becomes like a morsel of food. So develop vairagya or dispassion. Your progress on the spiritual path depends upon increasing dispassion. So, if your mind is not fettered by desires for the fleeting objects of the world, your placid heart will remember your essential nature. You will wake up to realize that you need not be haunted by a past, nor a present, nor an unknown future. You need not keep yourself involved in the vexations of acts you have performed in the past and things you must perform in the future. But rising above the worries of the past and the future, you will delve into the self that is eternally present, always watching you as a witness. Wake up, arise, rub the sleep of inertia from your eyes, unfold your intuitive vision. Behold, you are the immutable self. You have been dreaming that you are nothing but a wave, and therefore are so frightened in the midst of the surging ocean. But now wake up to realize that you are the ocean, expressing the fullness of your joy through the surging waves. Don't limit yourself. Wake up, arise. Do not entertain thoughts and sentiments that manifest like ghosts and goblins in the dark regions of your mind, which are illumined by the lamp of reason. Place the divine name as a gatekeeper at the threshold of your mind. It will not allow unwanted thoughts to enter into the deeper parts of your being. So be vigilant as to what thoughts you entertain, because that's how our mind gets distracted and the guna changes from purity into activity to inertia, sattva to rajas, rajas to tamas, and so on. So burn the lamp of reason by the practice of spiritual inquiry, and irrational thoughts and sentiments will not linger along in the recesses of your mind. So if you are following a daily plan and you understand your goal, you will not be easily distracted. With the increasing light of wisdom, you will continue to break the illusions of your dreams. You will wake up from the world process by tearing the veil of sleep and ignorance. And that is the true purpose of our life. So wake up, arise, behold the golden dawn of the eternal day. You are Sat Chit Ananda, existence, knowledge, and bliss, absolute. There is no pain or sorrow in you. The very cosmos becomes like a dust particle before your transcendental glory. You are the immortal Brahman. Such is the saying of the Upanishads, of the Bhagavad Gita, of all the sages and saints, and from our beloved Guru, Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj. So I hope you have enjoyed this extremely valuable book that we have covered in detail, Yoga Essays for Self Improvement. We have talked about almost every topic imaginable, all the way from mental illness to stress, and how to attain God realization, which is the key for all of us while we are alive. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Tomorrow we will pick up another scripture, and I will see you in tomorrow's satsang. Hari Om Tat Sat.